What's up, everyone? David here. Got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. Now today, body part to keep in mind, we're talking about the back and the biceps. Now, what's a good exercise to help build up both? That's going to be the pull-ups. All right, body weight exercise. Real good for lat development, real good for bicep development. However, as good as this exercise may be, let's be honest here. There's a lot of people who can't do them. Me personally, I'm a real big advocate for body weight exercises on top of weighted exercises. The reason why is because I always feel that how do you expect your body to lift extra weight on a bar when you can't even lift your own body weight? Get what I'm saying here? And the same thing goes for push-ups, which, by the way, if you haven't seen my push-up video, please do so. It's not too long ago I posted it on how to do some push-ups for those who struggle. Maybe you're a beginner, maybe you're a little weaker, maybe you just can't do pull-ups. I got plenty of tips for those people. Now, for those of you who want to learn how to do pull-ups, let's just say you can't right now for whatever reason. Again, either you're a beginner, maybe you're a little weaker, whatever the reason may be. If you can't do pull-ups, this video is for you. And again, I really want to emphasize, you got to be able to lift your own body weight at one point or another. You can't just lift hundreds of pounds on a bar, but when it comes to doing a body weight exercise, you can't do it. So come on, let's get ourselves to the point where we can do some pull-ups. Now, for me personally, I'm real good on body weight exercise, if I say so myself. I mean, I can do regular pull-ups. I can go ahead and go underhand. That's not really an issue. I can go ahead and go neutral grip right here. I could even hold it up here. Hell, I could even grab one hand right here and then boom. You see, I'm repping it out. One hand. Now, it's because it took years to get to that point. But what can you do right now to help you go from 0 pull-ups to the first one? Well, first thing is going to be this. Many of you, when you first try doing your pull-ups, you may just go with an overhand grip like this, because that's actually what a pull-up is. Overhand, and then you start repping them out. But if you can't do that, then let's go ahead and switch up the grips. That's gonna be tip number 1. If you struggle to do them this way, doing a pull-up, go ahead and switch it over to an underhand grip and go ahead and do some chin-ups. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, chin-ups, that's easier. That's cheating. That doesn't count as a pull-up. Correct. It's a completely different exercise. It's a chin-up. There's a reason why it has 2 different names. There's a reason why one exercise is called a pull-up and the other exercise is called a chin-up. But if you can build up your chin-up strength, it's gonna have some direct carryover to your pull-up strength. So go ahead and start messing with the grips. If overhand like this is a little too hard, okay, let's go underhand. Once underhand starts getting a little too easy, all right, let's go into neutral grip where the palms are facing each other. Over time, you start messing around with the grips, you start getting stronger on one, sooner or later, it's gonna start carrying over to the pull-ups. Now, why exactly does an underhand grip, chin-ups, help out, or why does it feel so much easier? Well, we gotta put this into perspective. When we do regular pull-ups, that's just a good general upper back workout. Yes, it will work out your lats, but it's also gonna be working out the other muscle groups in your back. Your lower traps, your rhomboids, teres minor, those little smaller muscle groups. But when we do a chin-up, that's gonna be working a lot more of the bigger muscle in your back, which is your lats. Now, if we can get that one muscle group stronger, boom, then obviously, when we go ahead and do those regular pull-ups, it's gonna be a lot easier. So again, tip number 1, go ahead and start switching out this to this and you'll see the carryover. Once you start repping these out, you're bound to see yourself repping out these in the near future. Now, the second tip I'm gonna give you on how to get yourself from doing no pull-ups to actually getting one, and then from that point, repping them out, is we're gonna focus on the speed of the pull-up itself. Now, every movement, doesn't matter what exercise it is, there's gonna be 2 components to it. There's gonna be the concentric and then the eccentric. The concentric motion of any exercise, I'm not talking about any exercise, it's going to be the part where your muscles are contracting. So in a curl, it's the part where the bar goes up. All right, you're contracting your biceps. On a bench press, it's on the way up. Your pecs are contracting. And that's the concentric part. And everyone thinks that's the most important part of any lift. Because yeah, that is what's contracting. That's when you're working out the muscle. But a lot of people, they overlook the eccentric. The eccentric is the part on the way down when you're stretching out that muscle. So on a curl, on the way down, the bicep is lengthening and being stretched out. On a bench press, it's on the way down. Your pecs are getting that stretch. Same thing here. Let's go ahead and slow down those eccentrics. And for this tip, we're not even focusing on getting yourself on the way up. Hell, if you can't get on the way up, go ahead and put yourself a box right here so you can step on. Right here, I got the Smith machine bar, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use those. maybe that's a little too high, right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and step on this to try to give me a little bit of a lift to help push myself up. All right, once I'm right here, then I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna slowly control myself on the way down. Boom, and that's it. Afterwards, same thing again. Step on it, get yourself a little bit of a lift, and then take your time on the way down. It doesn't even matter if you could only go halfway down, like let's just say right here, and then you ultimately, boom, just give up. That doesn't matter. Go as slow as you can for as long as you can, then reset yourself, step up again, position yourself up on top of the bar, and then again, slow on the way down. You get stronger and you get a lot of hypertrophy. Hypertrophy meaning you're building up the muscle from focusing on the eccentric portion of the lift, the part where your muscle is lengthening. All right, that's what we need to emphasize. A lot of people, they just think it's all about just getting yourself up there. They think it's about squeezing that muscle. No, you're leaving a lot of gains on the table if you're just completely ignoring the eccentric. If you're just letting gravity do all the work and just pulling yourself down, pulling the weight down, whatever exercise it may be, I'm telling you, you're missing out on a lot. You'll see great muscle growth and you'll see a lot of increases in strength. And for an exercise like the pull-ups, that is a perfect way to emphasize those eccentrics. Just slow and controlled as much as you can. Sooner or later, if you got good body control on the way down, it's bound to have carryover, and soon you'll be repping it out and actually getting a full-on push-up on your own. And lastly, third tip on what's gonna help you get this first pull-up is we gotta do some direct work. Yes, I already emphasized the importance of knowing how to do some body weight exercises, but with this type of movement, it is beneficial to actually get some weighted exercises in there. I'm talking about doing some direct weighted exercise for those lats and those biceps. Again, if we can work all of those muscle groups individually, then it's gonna have direct carryover to when it comes to putting them together for the pull-up. So how do we work out our lats, or we'll just say our back in general? Well, we got rowing motions and then we got pull down motions. Now, the closest exercise we're gonna get for a pull down to actually mimic the pull-up is in the name, a lat pull down. So it doesn't matter whether you're doing it with one arm like this, or you go ahead and attach this type of attachment and you start pulling the cable down. I mean, that movement right there is pretty much spot on exactly what you're gonna be doing for a pull-up. Your arms are starting up here and you're pulling it down. So there you go. You wanna get as specific as you can. Practice those lat pull downs, 2 arms at a time, single arm at a time. You get stronger in that, you're gonna get stronger and be able to do your first pull-up soon enough. But that's not gonna be the only exercise. Like I said, you got pull down motions and you got rowing motions. So if you're gonna do your rowing motions, then go ahead, grab yourself a bar, grab yourself some dumbbells right here, and start doing your bent over rows. You know, bend at the hip, boom. Start repping it out. This still works out your lats, so why wouldn't you work it out? Again, you get your lats stronger, or in general, you just get your upper back stronger as well. I mean, it's gonna have carryover. You gotta work out that muscle. You gotta get it stronger. The stronger you can get that muscle, the easier the pull-ups are gonna be. But it's not just about our back. When you do any type of lat pull down, any type of row, it's also gonna be working your bicep. So let's go ahead and throw some direct bicep work in there. Let's go ahead and get some curls in. Again, a lot of people think that the pull-ups is just a back exercise. No, you tell me, you see any gymnast, they're doing a lot of pull-ups on those Olympic rings, on the pull-up bar. Tell me their arms are not small. Those biceps are huge. Why? Because the bicep contributes greatly. Anytime you're bending your elbow, what muscle is being worked? It's your bicep. When you do a pull-up, what are you doing? Yeah, you're bringing your arm down, but your elbow is also bending. What muscle is responsible for that? Biceps. So go ahead and grab a bar, grab some dumbbells, alternate, whatever you gotta do, get some direct bicep work in it, but go through the full range of motion. Don't just drop it like this all the way down, your elbows are still bent, and then use the momentum. No, lighten it up. Let's go down all the way. Hell, even flex your tricep on the way down, so that way you actually know you're going low enough. And then from right here, nice and easy, control, squeeze, slow and control on the way down. Again, still emphasizing on those eccentrics, slow on the way down. You wanna build up more muscle? Easy on the way down. Don't just let gravity do all the work. So there you have it, everyone. Those are just 3 tips on what's gonna get you to your first pull-up. Tip number 1, go ahead, switch up the grips. It's not always about just doing this with your palms facing out. Sometimes you're gonna have to face your palms in the meantime, because it's a little easier. Once you start building up this strength, then you can go ahead and try practicing by switching it over. Second tip, go ahead and slow it down on the way down. All right, don't even worry about getting yourself up. Use a step-up box, use a Smith machine. Do what you got to do to already get yourself up over the pull-up bar. And from right there, we're just focusing on slow and controlled on the way down. You build up that eccentric portion, it's gonna have carryover to the strength you're gonna have during the concentric. And lastly, third tip, do some direct work for those lats and those biceps. Pick up some dumbbells, pick up some cables, some barbells, whatever you gotta do, go ahead and get those pull down motions with the cables, get those rowing motions with the bars, get those curls in with the dumbbells. Nice and easy. You get those muscles stronger, boom, you're bound to get a pull up in the near future. Hopefully this video was helpful. Comment down below what are some tips that you may have that have gotten you from doing no pull-ups to getting your first one to eventually being able to rep them out. Let's try to help each other out. Also, be sure to comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diets, workouts, programs, whatever it is, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help y'all out. Be sure to subscribe not just to this channel, but my girlfriend's channel and our couple's channel so you miss out on any new videos. Because remember, we got new videos every week across the board for all 3 channels. For this channel specifically, new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. And on Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on my accounts, girlfriend's accounts, couples accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.